So, let's get into the meat of this. What is the business model competition? So Steve Blank, famous entrepreneur, he is the author of 4 Steps to the Epiphany and pretty much the founder of the lean startup movement. He said, no business plan survives first contact with a customer. So what does that mean? Let me present 2 scenarios. First, we have a company, an established corporation. This company has supply chains, they have processes, they have customer segments that they've already developed, and when they develop a product, they already know the model of which they're going to deploy that. But then you have another scenario, a startup company, and that startup does not know who their customer is, they don't know who their market is, they don't even have a supply chain or know what they're going to do with marketing this product or what their product really is. And so for them, a business plan isn't going to work. So the question is why? Business plans do not contemplate that the business model has been validated with real customers. A business plan is an academic exercise that has not been tested, whereas a business model has. And that's what this competition is about. Business plans are about execution. So a startup exists to search for the unknown, and you need a viable business model to be able to do that. And a startup does not have a known product or a known product or market segment that they're going to go into. Startups need to focus on customer development first. So this is a little graphic. What you have is the idea stage, the model stage, and then the launching stage. A business plan is centered around here, the launch stage. If you create a business plan without having a business model and jump, your business plan is going to fail. That's why Steve Blank said no business plan survives first contact with a customer. If you don't know who your customer is, if you don't have your model developed, you're not going to survive in the marketplace. So that's where the business model competition comes in. A business model describes how your company creates, delivers, and captures value. A business plan is static. It's something that's sitting there on your table that you bring to an investor. But a business model is dynamic. It changes. If you have a software company, for instance, and you think you know who your customer is, and you go out and you test it, and you start interviewing customers, and they say that they don't like your product, you go back and you change your model. That's why it's dynamic. A business plan does not change like that. The facts are out in the real world with real customers, not in your office building. I think of a business plan as being something that a bunch of very smart people go into behind closed doors and voila, they come out with a business plan. But a business model is something that you achieve and you get by talking to real people outside of your company. A business model comes first, then a business plan. So to reiterate, this is not a business plan competition. So the business model competition was founded 4 years ago by Dr. Nathan Furr here at BYU. And the goal was to reward entrepreneurs who get out of the building and validate that business model with customers. And so in the business model competition, we reward breaking down ideas into hypotheses and assumptions. So taking your idea and figuring out what's the main hypothesis you want to test with customers. Then going out, building that model, asking customers what they want, what they don't like, and then changing. Applying customer development and lean startup principles to nail that solution, and then learning how to pivot. So if your customer says they hate your idea, you change, you make it better, and you're constantly iterating through this process.